Hello and welcome. In this math tutorial, our task is to find the real values of x that satisfy this logarithmic equation. Now, there are several ways of solving this problem. One such way is to start by taking log of both sides of this equation. When we do that, on the left-hand side, we have that log absolute value of x minus 1 to the power log squared x minus log x squared is equal to log absolute value of x minus 1 to the power 3. Of course, you know that when we write log without specifying the base, it means we are working in base 10, common logarithm. Now, the next step to solving this equation is to apply the power rule of logarithms to both the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Now, this is the rule that says that we can bring down these exponents to the front of the log terms to become multipliers. Now, when we apply this rule to the left-hand side, we have that this exponent, that is log squared x minus log x squared multiplied by log absolute value of x minus 1 is equal to 3 times log absolute value of x minus 1. Now let us move this term over to the left-hand side. When we do that, we have that log squared x minus log x squared times log absolute value of x minus 1 minus 3 times log absolute value of x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, when you look at these two terms, you're going to see a common factor. That is log absolute value of x minus 1. So we can factorize. When we do that, we have that log absolute value of x minus 1. Now, when you divide this by this, you are left with log squared x minus log x squared. And of course, when you divide this by log absolute value of x minus 1, you are left with minus 3, and this is equal to 0. And of course, you know that when the product of two items is equal to 0, then it means that either one of them is equal to 0 or both of them are equal to 0. So from this equation, we have that either log absolute value of x minus 1 is equal to 0 or log squared x minus log x squared minus 3 is equal to 0. Now remember that the base of this logarithm is 10. And remember that this logarithmic equation simply means that 10 to the power 0 is equal to the absolute value of x minus 1. So from here we have that the absolute value of x minus 1 is equal to 10 to the power 0. And of course, you know that any real number raised to power 0 is equal to 1. So from here we have that the absolute value of x minus 1 is equal to 1. And you know that this equation means that either x minus 1 is equal to 1 or x minus 1 is equal to minus 1. Now from here we have that x is equal to 1 plus 1. So x is equal to 2. While from here we have that x is equal to minus 1 plus 1. So x is equal to 0. So we have two values of x. We have 2 and 0. But now let us go back to the original equation. You know that 0 cannot be the argument of a logarithm. So that means that this value of x is unacceptable. So from this equation, we have only one acceptable value of x, which is x equal to 2. Now to solve the second equation, Remember that we can write this as log x squared minus. Now let us apply the power rule of logarithms to this term. We bring down 2 to become the multiplier of log x. We have minus 3 and this is equal to 0. Now let us do a substitution. Let log x be equal to the letter d. Now with this substitution, we can write this equation as d squared minus 2 times d minus 3 is equal to 0. We have a quadratic equation and we can solve this quadratic equation by factorization. Since the coefficient of d squared is 1, to factorize the left-hand side, all we have to do is to find the factors of minus 3 that add up to minus 2. And of course, these are going to be minus 3 and 1 because minus 3 times 1 is going to give us minus 3, while minus 3 plus 1 is going to give us minus 2. So we can factorize this left-hand side as d minus 3 multiplied by d plus 1 is equal to 0. And once more, from this equation, we have that either d minus 3 is equal to 0, from where d is equal to 3, or d plus 1 is equal to 0, from where d is equal to minus 1. And now that we have found the values of d, we go back to this substitution equation to find the corresponding values of x. From here, we have that log x is equal to 3, or log x is equal to minus 1. Of course, you know that this simply means that 10 to the power 3 is equal to x. So x is equal to 10 to the power 3. That is 1000. From here, we have that 10 to the power minus 1 is equal to x. So x is equal to 10 to the power minus 1. That is equal to 1 over 10. So all in all, the three values of x that satisfy this logarithmic equation are x equal to 2, x equal to 1000, and x equal to 1 over 10. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a thumbs up and a comment to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and you can see more videos here. When x is equal to 2, we have the absolute value of 2 minus 1 to the power log 2 squared minus 2 times log 2. And here we have the absolute value of 2 minus 1 to the power 3. 2 minus 1 is 1, and the absolute value of 1, of course, is 1. So this is 1 to the power log 2 squared minus 2 times log 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. The absolute value of 1 is 1 to the power 3. Of course, 1 to any power is equal to 1. So 1 is equal to 1. When x is equal to 10 to the power 3, we have the absolute value of 10 to the power 3 minus 1 to the power 3 squared minus 2 times 3. And here we have the absolute value of 10 to the power 3 minus 1 to the power 3. Now here we have the absolute value of 10 to the power 3 minus 1. 3 squared is 9. 2 times 3 is 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. And of course, this is equal to the absolute value of 10 to the power 3 minus 1 raised to power 3. When x is equal to 10 to the power minus 1, we have the absolute value of 10 to the power minus 1 to the power minus 1 squared minus 2 times minus 1. And here we have the absolute value of 10 to the power minus 1 to the power 3. Now here we have the absolute value of 10 to the power minus 1 minus 1. Minus 1 squared is 1. Minus 2 times minus 1 is plus 2. Here we have the absolute value of 10 to the power minus 1 cubed. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So the absolute value of 10 to the power minus 1 to the power 3 is equal to the absolute value of 10 to the power minus 1 to the power 3. So the last value of x is also correct.